talked to Governor Wolf and his Chief of Staff. They are very concerned about this incident, have given their full cooperation and support. All agencies actively engaged and involved. I've been down on the tracks on the scene with my staff. It is an absolute disastrous mess. Never seen anything like this in my life, and most personnel will say that as well. Going to give you some updated information. We want our families. This was a northbound train from Washington, D.C. to New York City. Many of these folks do not live in Philadelphia, and so we have information with regard to how people can get information on their loved ones. That will come from Sam Phillips, the Director of the Office of Emergency Management. Sam?
Sure. So as the mayor said, we're just working to piece everything together right now. People in the Philadelphia area looking for loved ones should go to the Webster Elementary School, which is at the corner of Sedgley and Ontario. Start there. We will work with you. We have a team there ready to support. We also have the NTSB en route, and we'll be working with our colleagues in Washington, D.C. and in New York to piece together the family information. But if you're local, start at Webster, and we'll provide you additional information.
Fire Department?
Yeah, as the mayor said, at about 9:38, fire department personnel responded and encountered 6 overturned trains. We immediately struck the second alarm and declared it a mass casualty event. At 9:35, we struck out the third alarm, and then at 10:24, we struck the fourth alarm. As the mayor said, that brings 33 apparatus and 122 personnel. It is a level 3 mass casualty incident, which means that 18 medic units were brought on scene. We have a total of 6 critical transports to area hospitals. Those hospitals include Temple University, Einstein, Tarsdale, and Hahnemann, and a total of 43 transports on SEPTA buses and our medic units for less critical injuries. Others are walking wounded.
Police Department.
We have slightly more than 200 officers that have responded to the scene. Once this occurred and we realized the magnitude of it, we held over our 4 to 12 unit. We called in our midnight shift early. There was a recall of people from our SWAT unit, our Homeland Security unit, and the like. So the city was still covered for normal patrol. We brought in extra people and we extended shifts. We used a large number of tourniquets while assisting the fire department in triaging some of the injured and so forth. Have more exact information for you tomorrow in terms of just how many of those devices were used during this. But as the mayor said, everyone is here, everybody's responding, and the investigation continues.
Amtrak?
Amtrak's focus right now is on working with the local responders to support all of their needs and make sure that passengers and crew of this train are receiving all the assistance and attention they need. For those of you who have families who have passengers maybe on this train, you're concerned about that, Amtrak has an emergency hotline that you can call. The number is 1-800-523-9101. Again, that's 1-800-523-9101. Please call that number if you're concerned that you might have a relative or family member on this train. We can work with you to verify that. Additionally, the Northeast Corridor is currently shut down. We'll be focused on bringing it back to service as soon as we can, and once the scene is clear for Amtrak to begin work.
Hold on for a second. 2 last pieces of information. The fire department is in command on this particular scene. All information, again, is very preliminary. We will do our best to answer any questions, but I need you to understand, if we don't have the information, we're not going to speculate. We do not know what happened here. We do not know why this happened. There is no information about that. We are not going to speculate about it. We'll try to answer any other questions that you might have. Go ahead.
How many people were hospitalized, and what's the nature of their injuries?
Again, 6 were critical. A total of 53 were transported by either medic units or by buses. They were less critical, but 6 critical confirmed.
And most of the injuries, were they at the front of the train? Can you tell us where on the train?
Throughout the train there were injuries. We established 2 divisions, an East and West division. Early reports where we had over 50 self-evacuees on the East Division and then another 100 in the West Division. So as we established casualty collection areas on both sides of the incident, we started to track the the victims and then get them to the hospital. Some were able to.
Tell us about the state of some of those train cars. The mayor indicated it was a devastating scene.
Well, I've never seen anything so devastating. They're in pretty bad shape. You can see that they've completely derailed from the track. They've been destroyed completely. The aluminum shell has been destroyed, and they've been overturned completely. Again, I don't want to speculate on the cause, but it is a devastating scene.
Can you talk to us about the difficulty getting to the victims on the train by fire personnel and police personnel?
Well, special operations are on scene now. We have elements of PA Task Force 1 in service, too. Most people, again, were able to self-evacuate, and that helped us out a great deal. The ones who were entrapped are special operations people put hydraulic tools into service to get them out. That took some time. Secondary searches are underway now to make sure that we have everybody out of there, but our special operations people are doing a tremendous job down there.
Did you have to cut open some of the rail cars to get?
Absolutely. We used hydraulic tools to get to the people that could not self-evacuate. There were several people who were entrapped. Again, train cars are overturned. They're in horrible shape. There's a bunch of debris down there, sharp objects, so it's a dangerous situation for responders, even more dangerous for the riders down there. But we were able to get them out with hydraulic tools, yes.
At this point, do you believe you have everyone out of the training?
We're not going to speculate on that. We need to match up the manifest from this particular train with all the individuals who either walked off or were transported, the at least 5 that I have confirmed here based on our preliminary investigation, who we know unfortunately are deceased. We are not going to try to speculate at the moment any comparison between the numbers that we believe were on the train as compared to where everyone else is at this moment. Let us do our investigation. We have train cars that are completely overturned on their side, ripped apart. It is a devastating scene down there. We walked the entire length of the train area, and the engine completely separated from the rest of the train, and one of the cars is perpendicular to the rest of the cars. It's unbelievable.
And again, Mayor, the manifest indicated how many people were on this train?
The estimate at the moment is a total of 243 individuals, 5 of whom we believe are Amtrak employees. That's your conductor, an engineer, other personnel, and then the rest we believe are passengers. That's a preliminary estimate. Until we get an actual manifest, we will not be able to do that.
Were you able to talk to any of the passengers or anything like that while you were up there at all?
I'm sorry, what?
Were you able to talk to any of the passengers being evacuated while you were up there or anything like that?
No, I saw some individuals as I was standing in the street, but I did not talk to. They needed medical personnel. That's all we have at the moment, gang. That's all we got.